Alright, 31.
31. We stopped at 12.
Oh my god.
Advanced topics. Okay. F of x equals 4x squared minus 2. G of x equals 3x plus 4. 31, they want us to find f of x minus g of x. F of x, 4x squared minus 2. Subtract all of g of x. Be careful, make sure you distribute that negative into all of g of x. So it'll be 4x squared minus 2 minus 3x minus 4. So what do we got here? 4x squared minus 3x minus 6. Questions on 31 before we go on to 32.
I have a question.
What is it?
How come we skipped...
Does anybody else in here not know why we went to 31?
Pretty sure.
Except maybe Isabel.
Too shy. Everybody's just really shy.
You know. You even know. You weren't even here yesterday.
Is it because
Wow.
here you got 31?
Is it because like it's not been on the board?
Look at the board.
Says that what we're doing.
Algebra on the left.
Don't say anything stupid, the camera's
see.
going.
That's why I haven't been asking questions. Yeah.
That's why we're all quiet.
You laughing at that?
Mohammed, you figured it out?
Yeah, I see.
You sure you figured it out though?
Kind of, yeah.
How are you going to be able to see 16 through 30, Mohammed?
Video on...
Yeah, on the YouTube channel, right?
That means that there's a camera next to
But
you.
what if I have questions?
Then ask the YouTube channel.
Comment.
Then I have to log into my YouTube channel.
Yes, you have to be able to see the problems,
I
yes.
have to renew my password. Or
No, you don't.
I don't.
You can just blank YouTube. You don't need a password. To subscribe, you need a password, Mohammed.
Yeah.
You can-
No, but you can't comment if you don't have it.
comment with that one.
Oh, you can? Alright, then I'll do that.
Comment.
You can't comment without.
This is why we got to put out this today and the other
Yeah, this is why we're adding
one.
15 plus 13, 14, and 15, yes.
We can't do it.
Any questions on 31 before I move on to 32?
Actually, we didn't do 1 to 15 yesterday. We did 1 through 12.
Right, and the second period did 13 through 30.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's good for them. They better get it.
I think we can go to that.
Okay, 32.
Oh, that was a multiplication sign?
Yes,
Okay, I was just like, what's this?
the box on your reviews is a multiplication sign.
Okay, cool.
Did y'all make up some other math operation?
I thought
Or
it
you
was
just
like,
skipped it?
you put like the greater than or the less than sign in the box.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I thought so. So that's what everything else is
I
for.
got blank, I got you.
Yeah,
Okay, it's multiplied.
cool.
Alright, so what we need to do is factor everything. What's the first numerator factor into? X minus 1, x plus 1. Anybody factor the bottom, the first denominator?
Wouldn't that be like 8 times C?
Yeah, A times C. Alright, let's do that. A times C is negative 2. Two numbers multiplied to negative 2 but add up to 1.
0, negative
2 and negative 1, good. So what do I got to do now?
X plus 2x minus 1.
2x squared.
Split the middle term, right? Because
Yeah.
my A value is not equal to 1.
Oh, okay.
So it's 2x squared plus 2x minus 1x minus 1. Group it by 2's. What can I pull out of the first grouping?
2x.
2x. That leaves x plus 1. What can I pull out of the second grouping?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. X plus 1. So it's 2x minus 1 and x plus 1. X. The top numerator. Can I pull something out of there?
6. No, 6 right.
What can I pull out of that denominator? Tree. Right? Multiplying fractions straight across, so really what I can do is just continue this bar over, right? Alright, what can cancel out? This and this, this and this, this and this. What do we have left? These can go to a 2 and a 1. So what is it? Just 2x? Questions on 32 before we move on to 33. Yes, sir.
So for the second fraction or whatever, you just take out the common or the for 12x squared minus 6x, you just take out the 6.
Pulled out 6x, right?
Yes. Okay.
So I left 2x minus 1. Common denominator. Any other questions? Okay, 33. Alright, what's our plan here? What should we do?
Just add them first.
You guys like fractions?
No.
No.
How do we get rid of the fractions?
Multiplied by the denominator.
We need to make all the denominators the same, right? If we can get them all the same, then we can just cross them off, right?
Yep.
Alright, so what's this denominator missing that the other two have?
2.
Right? What's this one missing that the other two have?
Oh, x minus 4.
Yes, very good.
Oh, okay.
And this one's missing an x minus 6. Everybody okay with that? Alright, so up top, if we FOIL this out, we'll have x squared minus 9x plus 18 all over x minus 6 and x minus 4 plus x minus 4 with FOIL out up top there, we got x squared minus 11x plus 30 over x minus 4, x minus 6. All right, every denominator is the exact same now, so you can do this. Cross them off. Don't know why we can cross them off.
Because they cancel out. It's all the same.
Yeah, what math operation are we able to do to cancel these out? Multiply. If I've got two things that are equal, I can multiply both sides by the exact same thing, right? Well, I'm multiplying everything by the denominator. That's why they just cancel out. Alright, so I end up with x squared minus 9x plus 18 plus x minus 4 equals x squared minus 11x plus 30. Combine some like terms on the left hand side. I've got x squared minus 8x plus 14 equals x squared minus 11x plus 30. I'm going to move everything over to the, no, actually my x squares will cancel out, won't they? So I'll move my 11x over to the left, plus 11x, plus 11x, and I'll move the 14 over to the right, minus 14, minus 14.
Why didn't you move the thing?
3x equals 16. Did that answer your question?
Yeah. Why didn't you move the thing instead of 13?
Why didn't I do what?
Move
30?
yeah.
Because then it would be over here. It'd be 3x minus 16 equals 0. That's what you did. You have to move the 16 back over, right? Questions? Everybody done copying?
No. Yeah. Almost. One. I'm on video, right?
Huh?
I'm on video, right?
You are definitely on video, buddy.
Nice. Almost done. Ready to answer. Alright, I got it. Yep. I'm done. Copied it down.
Okay. 34. They give us f of x is equal to 2 log 4x minus 8, and g of x is equal to 3 minus x. And they want us to find f of g of x and get the domain of the composition. All right, so what do we need to do? Yes, sir.
If f of g of x is that f of x multiplied by g of x,
It's not multiplication. Yes.
Did
What
you-
is what the G where X is in that?
Yes, exactly. We take whatever value this is and we plug it into the f function. So I'm going to take this whole thing and I'm going to plug it in where this x is. So it's just going to be 2 log 4 times 3 minus x minus 8. And then I'll simplify it a little bit. 2 log, what would that be, 12 minus 4x minus 8. Everybody okay with that? Questions?
That's the answer? Alright, that's the answer.
They want the domain of the composition.
Yep.
4 times negative x. How do we find the domain of this? What is the domain? Are there any restrictions? Is it all real numbers? What are the restrictions when you take the log of a number?
you can't take the log of a negative number.
Or 0, right? Good. So whatever you're taking the log of has to be greater than 0, right? So whatever you're taking the log of has to be greater than 0. So negative 4x plus 4 has to be greater than 0, right? Minus 4, negative 4x greater than negative 4, divide by negative 4. x has to be less than 1. And when you multiply or divide by a negative across the inequality, you gotta flip the sign, right? Yes? Okay, so this is my domain. We could also write that as 1 to, oops, less than, negative infinity to 1, not including the 1. Any questions on 34? Yes, sir.
After the 2 log negative 4x plus 4, you don't continue like moving 2 as an exponent?
They didn't say condense. That would be if you're going to condense to a single log. You don't need to. Remember the test is multiple choice, so they might have it that way, they might not. Questions on 34? Mohammed?
Yeah, I'm fine. I think.
Okay, yes sir, David.
Do you have any tissue paper in this room?
Yeah, open up that closet with the jack on it. Not the Joker. The jack.
Oh, it's good.
There you go. All right, 35. All right, they want us to find f divided by g of x. So basically they want x cubed plus 4x squared minus 9x minus 36, all divided by x plus 3. All right, how are we going to simplify that? We can factor the top equation, can't we? We can do synthetic division, I heard, right? We can do long division, right? Synthetic, I think, would be easier. So what goes in the box?
Oh, 36.
What makes this equal to 0?
Negative 3.
Negative 3, right? Bring down our coefficients. 1, 4, negative 9, and negative 36. Bring the first number down. Now we're going to multiply and combine until we're done. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. 4 and negative 3 is 1. Negative 3. Negative 12. 36. 0. So what is the final answer after we divide?
1x squared
1x squared
plus x
plus 1x minus 12. Good. Questions on 35? Yes, sir.
I forgot what do you do if there's a number like you don't get 0? You put it on the end of the equation.
You, if it's a positive number, you would plus that number divided by x plus 3.
Okay.
Any other questions on 35? Okay.